my biggest fear when the 18,000 thing was not the 18,000. I could have figured out 18,000 somehow, me and my friends. The fear was, shit, these 100 people who get these t-shirts are just going to abuse me.
True.
Because they paid for
Less
it.
college life, social status goes down.
And you know what? We tried to do that, right? We tried to show one guy the leaking t-shirt. We're like, would you buy this? He's like, bullshit.
Okay, so I think we'll ask the toughest question first. How do you start up in college? Like, it's one of the most difficult questions because a lot of people actually don't understand that in college it's very difficult. It's not that easy that you can just go start up, and everyone says, I want to do a startup, I want to do a startup. Then there are these 100 TV series that come like, Tu Beer and stuff like that. And everyone feels they can start up in a college, but you've done it before. So you tell me what you felt, was it easy or how did it even start?
There were 3 phases, I would say, in my college life where I started up technically. The third one was the most successful, the most well known.
Yeah.
The first 2 were, they were still startups.
Okay.
So first, we started with t-shirts. Like me, Abhinav Chikara, who became the head of design of One Academy, a couple of others, we decided, okay, we will start a t-shirt company. We will make t-shirts. We will print t-shirts for people.
Why t-shirts? What?
I don't know. I mean,
was it because a lot of people were into t-shirts at that point, or do you feel it was the environment that required a demand-supply kind of a thing?
To be honest, I didn't know any better.
Just
like today we have internet. We know all the, we know we can do.
We have
design.
trends and stuff like that.
Exactly. Back then we had nothing. Like the internet was still in its infancy, right? At least in India. So I didn't know what to sell. Everyone's saying, oh, t-shirts are a good business. So I said, let me try t-shirts.
Okay, yeah.
The interesting thing is that the first batch of t-shirts that I made, we want to have a twist on it.
Okay.
Everyone in my class, we would put their names at the back of the t-shirt.
Okay.
Say Rahul, we put his name at the back of the t-shirt. And my class is weird, right? Not everyone wanted their name. Some of them wanted like
a jersey kind of a thing.
Yeah, like Terminator Killer and stuff at the back of their t-shirts. I mean, it's their choice, right? So we had to put that on the back, and we said we will uniquely make it for all of you guys.
Okay.
And that came out to be more expensive than just printing one normal t-shirt.
Yeah.
So there are 2 ways to print t-shirts. Okay, 2 forms. At least I don't know if it's changed now, but back then. First one is ink printing, where the ink actually combines with your, with the fabric of the t-shirt. And then there's rubber printing, right, where you basically print a layer of rubber on the t-shirt, right, and that rubber is, wash resistant and stuff.
Yeah.
So we decided to go with rubber printing because it was cheaper, and we were recommended rubber printing by the guy. And how we found the guy was like, we just went through JustDial, we said who's the cheapest.
Random general Google search.
Yeah, and we found somebody in, I think, Tirupur.
That time JustDial was trending more than Google at that point.
Exactly. Yeah. So somebody in Tirupur, right? So we ordered t-shirts, and it came, I think, during my exam period. And during my exam period, we all excitedly opened the box of t-shirts. Okay. And believe it or not, half the, the ink of the rubber, like the whatever, it was leaking.
Yeah.
And it was a disaster because we spent, I think, 18,000 if I remember correctly on the t-shirt.
Shit.
And all of us standing in a circle, and we were like, oh my god.
How do you manage to get this 18,000? Was it like all you guys had
no, we took money.
Pocket money?
No, we took money from the students.
You pre-booking?
Pre-booking. We were like, dude, you want your t-shirt, you have to pay for it. So we were like, it was full anxiety, and we called the guy, we abused him. After that, he stopped replying.
Okay.
And we were like, oh crap.
Shit, then?
That's when we understood the value of quality also. Huh?
My god.
So what happened after that is we all, at least I took a bus to Tirupur, and this was a day or either before or after my engineering graphics exam. Engineering graphics is basically a drawing type exam. Okay. So I was so groggy during the exam. I think, it's a previous day. So I went previous day, took a bus to Tirupur and went to Tirupur, looked at all these different t-shirt suppliers. Like I had to visually see, because today you have these quality checks, right? Like on Swiggy, when you see the food, if the food doesn't
you can at least ask for a refund.
Yeah, you can ask for a refund, you can abuse those people, whatever, you can do so many things. Back then you got scam means
but you paid
scammed.
That guy 18 grand upfront.
Yeah, that guy's gone. That guy is like
good learning, guys. If you're in college, don't pay upfront. Half. Yeah.
Okay, so we saw the next guy. We saw a bunch of their t-shirts, and one of those guys was really good. So we said, we'll work with you. It doesn't matter that you're a little expensive. You'll at least save us from the heart attack of seeing leaking t-shirts.
Yeah.
So we paid for it. And t-shirts came, t-shirts were lovely. And then that got us into the t-shirt business, right? I think throughout the year we sold about 5,000, if I'm not wrong, t-shirts.
Yeah.
And we did all sorts of cool stuff. We printed radioactive, glow-in-the-dark element on an Iron Man style t-shirt.
Oh, that was trending.
We made MIT Engineer, which was basically a copy of, one more t-shirt that we'd seen on the internet where, these ingredients that you have on a, juice packet or whatever when you turn around. 10% this, 20% that, 30% this.
Oh, wow.
So we made a t-shirt like that. But dude, t-shirts are too high effort, high reward. We moved into services right after that. We did.
This was called Sizer or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
this was called
This was
Sizer. The t-shirt thing was Sizer. We did laptop skins, we did calculator skins, whatever. And we realized the value of market sizing, because calculator skins the commerce students wouldn't buy.
True.
Because
Calculator
the scientific calculator.
Okay.
The commerce students wouldn't buy, the medical students wouldn't buy. So we're like, shit, if we do calculator skins, this market is only engineering students.
Yeah.
So we understood that we had to go wide, and what was wide was laptop skins and t-shirts.
Yeah, so I remember, fun fact, I think when I was in Bombay at that point, I ordered a laptop skin from you, from a Dota player. One was Nature's Prophet and one was Huskar.
You did?
I did. And it actually came home, and then I put it on my laptop at that point. I don't know whether you knew it or...
Seriously?
I actually did it. And Iron Man. There were 3 things that I had ordered from you guys. So there was an NP with a green background, Huskar, which was the generic Google image that was there, and I think Iron Man also was a generic Google Iron Man image.
Yeah, we didn't know piracy. We didn't know about piracy.
Yeah, it was pure copy. You just go to Google and write Iron Man wallpaper. I think you picked that up, right? But it was, yeah. So I think some good learnings that I think you guys had from what you're talking is that your first instance was like a failure that happened. And I've seen a lot of people immediately after that first failure, they're like, shit, what to do? They panic, they lie on the floor and don't understand what to do, and then they waste 3 weeks rather than taking a bus and going and solving the situation.
Dude, I think getting to that failure, most people don't even get to that failure stage. So because when you get to that failure stage, you're all in. You have to solve the problem. So that means you're saying a lot
of people give up before they even reach that point of failure in college.
Yeah.
Is it because they're too young that they've never seen failure in life, or
they're scared of being judged? I'll tell you, my biggest fear when the 18,000 thing was not the 18,000. I could have figured out 18,000 somehow, me and my friends. The fear was, shit, these 100 people who get these t-shirts are just going to abuse me.
True.
Because they paid for
less
it.
College life, social status goes down.
And you know what? We tried to do that, right? We tried to show one guy the leaking t-shirt. We're like, would you buy this? He's like, bullshit. Right? And he went and told the entire class, and we got scared. We're like, no, those are just practice.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it was very
so
scary.
That means society games in college work a lot when you do your startup, and then you need to shut that out and not listen to them, because I think when you fail in a college environment, they'll come and be like, useless fellow. But if you succeed, they're like, hero. So I think that's very weird, because
it's high risk, high reward.
High risk, high reward, and that too in your college life, where you have to be a cool guy, right, at all times.